I would do anything, anything to protect my 5 grandchildren, including, as a last resort, shooting them if I had.
What the f is going on? Is this, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of Republican friends. Is this the way they think? Is this what's going on in their head all the time? When they're like, we must preserve the ghost babies, the sanctity of the fetuses. Also, you should be prepared to shoot your own children. Okay, let's talk about Scott Adams having a normal one. If you don't know Scott Adams is the creator / artiste of Dilbert. If you enjoy Dilbert, that's fine. If you didn't know, Scott Adams is also a hardcore right-winger and has become incredibly political on the interwebs. It's strange, by the way, all the people who always complain about how they just want their cartoons and movies and content to be apolitical don't have anything bad to say about Scott Adams being hardcore MAGA, but I digress. Scott Adams says, when a young male, let's say 14 to 19, is a danger to himself and others, society gives the supporting family 2 options. Option number 1, watch people die. Option number 2, kill your own son. Those are your only options. I chose number 1 and watch my stepson die. I was relieved he took no one else with him. I'm sorry, is this something maybe you should be telling to a police officer? What the fuck is this tweet? This tweet is so bizarre. Like, this is the biggest bruh I have ever heard. If you think there is a third choice in which your wisdom and tough love, along with government services, fixes that broken young man.
Have a good holiday, Lance.
Oh, thanks, Levanzo. I appreciate it. That's so nice of you. Anyways, I'll reiterate here. If you think there's a third choice in which your wisdom and tough love, along with government services, fixes that broken young man, you are living in delusion. There are no other options. You have to either murder your own son or watch him die and maybe kill others. If one more person hallucinates to me about some program where teens are kidnapped and fixed and returned to their happy parents, I might explode. No such thing exists. You have only 2 options. Only 2. No help is coming. Only death and suffering. What is this shit? And guess what? When I saw this, I was originally like, okay, Scott Adams needs to talk to a police officer pretty quick, or, you know. But apparently he's not alone in this thinking. Here's a congresswoman saying the exact same thing.
Thank you, Representative Jordan. I rise in opposition to H.R. 2377. I have 5 grandchildren. I would do anything, anything to protect my 5 grandchildren, including, as a last resort, shooting them if I had.
What the fuck is going on? Is this, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of Republican friends. Is this the way they think? Is this what's going on in their head all the time? When they're like, we must preserve the ghost babies, the sanctity of the fetuses. Also, you should be prepared to shoot your own children if you need to do so, lest they harm others. Like, what?
Had to protect the lives of my grandchildren. Democrat bills
Casval, thank you for the
that we've heard
bits.
this week want to take away my right to protect my grandchildren.
They want to take away your right to shoot your own children. You not only thought this, you thought it was a good idea to say this out loud on television, on fucking C-SPAN, in front of everybody. I just want to let you know that I believe in the ultimate truth, and that is that we have to have the right to shoot our own kids. That's what I fight for. That's what I believe. Are you on board? What are you about?
They want to take away the rights of law-abiding citizens to protect their own children and grandchildren and wives.
Again, by shooting them in the face. What? I'm still so baffled by this logic. Same thing with Scott, like the cartoonist of Dilbert. Dilbert, I'm sorry, did not come across to me as hyper fucking hardcore shit. I was just like, yeah, I'm in the office, Mondays, blah, 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 you know, like it's terrible. My boss sucks. I was like, okay, yeah, that's Dilbert. It wasn't like shoot your children if you have to. You have two choices and only two choices. Either they kill a bunch of people or they kill themselves. That's it. End of discussion.
And brothers and sisters, this bill takes away due process from law-abiding citizens. Can you imagine if you had a disgruntled ex or somebody who hates you because of your political views, and they go to a judge and say, oh, this person is dangerous. And that judge would take away your guns, lean on the side of conservatism, take away the guns, without that person even having a knowledge that there was a court hearing that would take away their guns. This is wrong. When Republicans were in the majority, we actually passed legislation that was signed into law that would have prevented.
I swear to God, America, like, y'all have to get over the gun fetish. You care more about guns than you do about children. It's like, I would rather have my arsenal. You can pry my AR-15 out of my cold, dead hands. I will shoot my own children for the right to have these weapons. Like, holy fuck.
Prevented mass shootings.
Casval, thank you for the 100 biddies.
These bills would not. We need to join together, Republicans and Democrats. I hope they can do it in the Senate and get something done that actually saves children's lives. And with that, I yield back.
The lives that I will forfeit. I can't believe she said the sentence, shoot them.
Jordan, I rise in opposition
I gotta play it again.
to H.R. 2377. I have 5 grandchildren. I would do anything to protect my 5 grandchildren, including, as a last resort, shooting them if I had to protect the lives of my grandchildren.
I mean, I don't want a logical fallacy on ya, get all debate, bro. But if you shoot them dead, you can't save them. They're dead because you shot them in the face. So if you want to preserve their lives, maybe don't kill. I don't know. It's tough for me. I don't understand what is going on up here. Any of you, Scott Adams, Debbie Lesko, both of you, you are so far removed from my understanding of the known universe. I don't know if we'd ever be able to hold a normal conversation. Like, we could start with something banal. Like, it would just be like, yeah, the weather's quite fine. It is. The thing about the weather is that it makes me want to shoot birds. And then I'd be like, weird you would think that. That's not what's going on in my mind. But I basically don't want to be around you anymore because you're a very strange person and dangerous. And you should not have the ability to have a weapon of any kind. Really, I think you should probably be seeing a psychiatrist of some sort. You have a lot of stuff to work through, okay? This whole thing is utterly and completely strange. I think that's uniquely American. I want to say this is not a diss on America, but I can't think of seeing like a German politician who is just straight up like, I want to shoot my own kids, as a defense of guns above all. Like, how Wu-Tang talked about money over everything? Like, it's straight up like guns over everything. Doesn't matter. The right to have guns supersedes everything, including my own kid, including the kids that may be killed by said guns. Oh my. Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form, available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free. Just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we are prepared to embark on a mighty jihad in your name. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble jester, attempting in vain to get you to laugh. To our valiant Knights of the Round Table, Benji Arnie, Tech Tink, Scary Earth-Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Mayred, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood. It doesn't matter what I believe, it only matters what I can prove. Egbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Jenna Tao, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevbot, EXE, Brian Ephraim, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojak, Saren 42, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Agent NDN, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our mugs and salute our brave heroes off to another glorious conquest.